Welcome to the Oxen Group Nightly. My name is David Ristow. I'm the CEO, President, and Founder of the Oxen Group. Please check us out at www.theoxengroup.com for all your financial analysis and investment ideas needs. In tonight's Oxen Group Nightly, we'll be talking about Thursday's market wrap-up, as well as some of our new positions and current holdings in Southern Copper, SCCO, and HES, as well as some of our other current positions and exits, giving some updates on our Giorgio's Corner portfolio, as well as our extended value portfolio, and also our forecast for tomorrow. As always, please check out our disclaimer at the end of the video. So the market recovered from a 93-point down day to move up over 65 points on the close for the Dow. It was quite a recovery, one of the probably the most dramatic recoveries we've seen of all year, and interestingly happened quite at an interesting time, right in the middle of the day. The real key to it was commodities. Commodity prices have been pretty under pressure for quite some time over the last couple weeks, and kind of I think hit a pretty good support line today. In Rose intraday, you had pretty strong numbers moving downward on jobless claims from week over week, and there was some talk that came out sort of intraday about a possible rise in the national debt ceiling. It seemed to spark some buying interest. It seemed that some people were ready to enter the market on the bullish side, and things started to move up from there. Retail sales rose again. They were a bit lower than expected at a 0.5% month-over-month gain compared to the 0.6% expectations, but it was the 10th month in a row that retail sales had rose month over month, and as you can see, anything above this zero line is very, very good, and you can see that we've had quite some recovery in retail sales month over month, and this continues to be a very good number for us because it shows that the consumer continues to spend despite rising commodities, rising oil and gas prices, and that we're continuing to see more jobs, more wealth, and more creation of money that is allowing for us to continue to buy things out in the market. So it's very good for the market, and I think that sort of helped play into some of this rise today. The market did rise today, but it was on quite light volume, and I think the key to it was definitely the commodity prices, but I do not think that the commodity price rise is a sustaining factor for any kind of bull run, and I think we're in a very seesaw market. You're going to have those days where you're just going to be up and you're going to be down, and it's going to be very range bound for quite some time. I think until we can get a real key catalyst that can take us up to maybe 13,000 on the Dow or drop us below 12,500 on the Dow, we will probably stay in about 200-300 point range here for quite some time. I could see that lasting all the way until the end of May, and it's really a stock picker's market right now. If you can find those opportunities where you've got a stock that's undervalued and you get a couple up days, there's a great place to buy. Stocks that are overvalued with a couple down days are probably a great place to short. Things that are weak and showing continued weakness on some momentum will also be good places to short, and also the inverse of that. And we took advantage of sort of that theory today with Southern Copper Core. We shorted Southern Copper Core out of the open as the stock, as you can see, broke this very key price channel here. And looks like it had continued downside. Got out for 2% gain after a 34.62 entry, and we're looking to get out a little bit more of this position still, as I think it probably will be moving down to this area before gaining support. And the copper prices continue to decline, and they've continued to decline almost about 20% in the last 6 months. They did get a rise intraday, and SCCO got a little bit of a rise intraday, but really didn't show a lot of strength, and that goes to show you that it really has no support line below it right now, and not a lot of support, not a lot of reasons for people to buy. It does have a kind of bullish hammer candlestick there, but the volume was very heavy to the downside today. I'm showing a lot of selling and a lot of strength in that sell, so we're very confident that this stock is going to continue to move down from here. Another position that we've been holding that showed some pretty strong weakness today, and we're definitely going to have to be reconsidering at this point in time, is HES. We've been able to take some of this off for a gain before, but this stock could not break through its 20-day moving average and has dropped since. It actually dropped below a key price channel. It's at its lowest level that it's been at all of 2011 right now. And if you're confident in oil and you're confident in this company, this is a great place to buy. But I think in the near term that you may see some continued weakness in this stock, and if we don't get an update or a rally and close back up over that gap tomorrow, or that key price channel that you see right here, I do think that this stock could continue down, and we will probably be exiting tomorrow if we don't get that rally. Other than that, we were able to exit one of our other short sales in Metallico MEA for it was just under a 1.5% gain at the open this morning. And we've been slowly adding positions. I think we really it's hard to pick a drastic amount of positions at this time when the market has really no direction in it whatsoever. And so we've been picking and choosing our spots very carefully. And trying to very carefully select stocks that will rise or fall even if the market has a little bit of a doesn't do exactly what we think, and also trying to understand where the market might be going on every day, and trying to take a little bit of more short-term approach as the market continues to change very rapidly and is very volatile. At George's corner, he was stopped out of a position in AME for just under 1.5% loss today with the down day, and he's continuing to hold his Apple position as it's continued to show strength and. The stock has really gone nowhere since we got into it. I'm definitely still waiting for a movement on that. In our extended value portfolio, yesterday we entered a new position in JA Solar. We got in at 632 with a half of our normal position. And we'll be looking to add to that if the stock continues to show strength. We have a $35 price target on that stock. I think it's very, very, very undervalued. Showed great earnings, look good moving forward through 2011 and through 2012. Have a lot of confidence in this company as they continue to grow and develop. For tomorrow, I definitely think I would not be shocked if we continued higher from this rally today. I think that you got a little bit of a pullback, and I think that the technicals across the board are showing it's very mixed. Based on sectors. I think there are a number of sectors that are pretty undervalued still. There are some sectors that are a little overvalued now, and so I think if we can get some decent numbers on the CPI and the Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index, or possibly some decent earnings from Nordstrom's, an LDK Solar, or Ascena, we could have that slight catalyst that could really help push us up another 50 or 60 points tomorrow. However, I would not be surprised also to see another down day. I mean, this is a kind of market right now where it's very volatile, and it's really, I think, just news and that day driven by and you can make the case for either one on any given day, and there are those stocks that are overvalued right now that they could use to move down, but there are also those stocks that are undervalued that definitely could use to move up, and it's kind of a question of will oil prices rise back over $100? If they hit 100, will they stay underneath 100? Will they continue to drop tomorrow? We got the kind of pullback we were expecting in oil, but we have not gotten that sort of follow through now, and I think it's kind of hit a nice support line, and we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. That's going to do it for today. Visit us at www.theoxengroup.com. Email us at contact@theoxengroup.com. Call us at 1-800-709-1160. Please become a part of our 70% plus accuracy.